Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-ba-ba. Alright, I know it's been 2 weeks since I uploaded my last video, which honestly I didn't realize until I got a message from a viewer. Well, I knew it, but I didn't know it. You know how time just goes by fast? You know it's going by fast, but then it just kind of hits you. And that's when it hit me. When I got a message from a concerned citizen of the Potato Squad asking if I was okay. And yeah, it's like, oh yeah, not everybody's on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. So I apologize for being delayed, but here I am now and I'm okay. I just got, I don't know, honestly, I just feel like the last 2 weeks just went by super fast. So it was not my intention to wait 2 weeks to upload, but yeah. So today I want to share with you my weight progress for April. So how much weight I lost in April, and look at the year so far, the last 4 months overall. And also I wanted to talk about my eczema because I've seen some improvements in that. Because one of the things this year was that I wanted to tackle that because I've been putting it off for a while, just exploring healing modalities that would help my eczema and also my thyroid. That's something I started getting into back in March, and I'm already seeing a difference. I don't know about the thyroid though. I think that's something that's way more complicated and chronic, and that's going to take a long time, and that's going to take some work with my endocrinologist as well, who I can't see right now, and I haven't been able to get blood tests because everything, well, I probably could have went, but I was kind of scared to go. So the labs are operating as normal, I guess, like with precautions. And I just was, since this whole COVID thing, I just, I didn't want to expose myself to anything by going to a place like that. But they've been doing this long enough now. This COVID thing's been going on for a couple of months, so I think I'm probably safe to go because they're gonna probably be wearing protective gear and everything's gonna be very clean. So I'm gonna go next week, and I actually don't expect to see any changes with my blood work. In fact, I probably would expect to see it get worse before it gets better. If you're gonna be healing your thyroid or doing things to heal your body that's heal chronic conditions, I feel like you're gonna feel worse before you get better too. So which can be disappointing and it makes it difficult to figure out if you're doing the right thing, but I feel like I'm doing the right thing. And what I've been doing, if you haven't been watching my last videos, is just I've been incorporating nutrient-dense smoothies into my day just to get in a bunch of nutrients and just some really healing fruit like wild blueberries and stuff like that. So, but if you want to know more about that, just go back and watch some of my videos from March and April, and that's that. Hold on. Ellie's in the hallway. Let me check. Ellie. I don't know. I thought my husband was saying Ellie was in this hallway, but I guess not. So my weight loss progress so far. Well, let's talk about April. April, I already know the number, but let's just open my fancy Google document, make it official. Okay. So I'm down a total of 2.2 pounds. It's not that exciting, but it's progress and I'm happy with it. Of course, like anybody else in this planet, I would like to, lose 2 pounds a week, but am I willing to do what it takes to lose 2 pounds a week consistently for months on end? Probably not. So I'm happy to see the weight coming down, doing something that I feel is sustainable. So that's great. And if we look at overall this year, I've lost 17 pounds total this year, probably a little more just because I didn't weigh in at the very beginning of January just because I was afraid of what the scale was going to say. Realistically, I was probably about 185, which is really embarrassing for me because it is just is. It's not that number's embarrassing. It's not a bad number. It's just I'm not supposed to be I wasn't supposed to be going that way, I'm on a weight loss journey, it's supposed to be going down, so it was like going backwards for a little bit there, but it was my fault. I know exactly what got me there. So but anyway, yeah, I just didn't want to see that number. I kind of wish I had weighed in on that day because then it would be more impressive to share with you. I probably realistically lost 20 pounds so far this year, but I know that those first 5 are usually water weight. So yeah, so officially I've lost 17 pounds so far this year, and it's gone a little less each month. So in January I lost 8.2, February I lost 3.8, and then March I lost 2.8, and then this month I lost 2.2, which I know why it slowed down, just because I'm not as on top of things. I've gotten, I guess I would say, a little bit sloppy, and I feel like my body is at the stage right now where it's just like trying to fight this weight loss, and I think that's very normal and natural because it put this fat on for a reason. It's like protective, and I'm trying to burn away something that's protective for my body, even though it's an excess, you know? But yeah, I feel like, I don't know, like I feel like what I'm doing is sustainable and easy, but at the same time there's moments where it's difficult because I want junk, you know? I want hyper palatable foods because like I grew up eating all that stuff, so it's like ingrained in my brain. So I feel like I have to fight that sometimes, and because of that I've been trying to just compromise and just make myself something that tastes really decadent but still healthy. So for example, I'll make I've been making, not every night, but some nights I just like have cravings, so I just make myself a banana smoothie with a little bit of peanut butter and vanilla in it, just to feel, it just feels a little more satisfying and decadent, like kind of feels like I'm having a treat. So like sometimes I'll have that with my dinner, so it just feels like I'm having like fries and a milkshake. So yeah, I've just been eating a little bit richer here and there, just probably been eating a little more calories this past month. And it's just because I'm just trying to like fight through my body rebelling against this weight loss. It's really hard to change habits, like lifelong habits. To create new lifelong habits, it really takes work. And the more I stay away from processed food, the easier it gets. But yeah, there's moments. If I keep doing what I'm doing, I'm gonna continue losing weight, which is great. If I wanna just like accelerate that a little bit, just gotta eat more vegetables. So let's take a look at the photos. Comparing my face from the beginning of the year, I can really see a big difference. It looks like my eyes are a lot bigger, but it's just that my face has shrunk. I also feel like I look brighter and healthier. To be honest, when I looked at my April photo and compared it to May, I was just like, there's hardly any difference. I don't want to show this on YouTube. Like, people aren't going to be able to even see. They're going to be like, what happened this month? Even if you compare March to April, it's like subtle differences, and then February to March, subtle. January to February, subtle. But if you put them all together, you see the incremental changes happening. If you put January and May together, then you can really see a difference. It's really hard not to get caught up in the small, like seeing the small changes month to month, but if you just mash them all together, like when I get to June, we see 6 months results, we're gonna really see a difference. And then as far as measurements go, so we're down 17 pounds. My bust, I'm down 6 centimeters, waist 7, and this is where it really gets me. My hips and thighs are down, like just as much as my upper body. In the past, when I've dieted, like before I knew about whole foods plant-based, I'm talking like past, you know, standard American dieting, where you're just like restricting calories and just eating lighter, eating everything in moderation. I would usually only see a drastic change in my upper body and like very little in my lower body. I remember working my butt off in my 20s, working out in the gym 5 days a week, I think, or maybe it was 6. I think I had 1 rest day, and like HIIT training and the whole shebang, and counting my calories, weighing and measuring everything, and just driving myself crazy for 9 months. And I did not see that much change as I did in these past 4 months in my measurements, at least in the lower body. So I think that's pretty amazing. Even though I've only lost 17 pounds, I feel like that alone, like just seeing that progress overall, my whole body it just makes me so happy. And as far as my health goes, the eczema, I say eczema, you say eczema, whatever. The eczema I don't know how to say it anymore. The eczema on my eyelids has improved drastically since I started incorporating these power smoothies in the morning. And I don't know if it's the smoothies, but that's the only thing I can think of. Maybe it's placebo. Who knows? But I do feel like incorporating some raw food. That's what I've been trying to do, is just incorporate some raw fruits and vegetables into my diet. And I'm not big on vegetables, as you guys know. So to me, the best way to do that was through smoothies, even though smoothies are not like the best weight loss food, just because they're like not very filling and they get a lot of calories. So you're taking something like fruit that's low in caloric density and pulverizing it, and now it's high in caloric density as far as satiety goes. So, but it has been a good way for me to get in greens. Yeah, I'm really happy with my progress so far this year, and I'm kind of excited to see if maybe I can make some changes in my thyroid, and we'll see. I don't know. I think that's just going to take time for me to notice a difference in that areas. And just because I've been a little bit sloppy and just I feel like my taste buds have been just turned on. What was it? Easter? I had a little bit of junk, and I feel like ever since then I've been struggling a little bit, just because I feel like it really it's like turning a switch on, really. And I've just been fighting that. So I feel like I could use like a little mini reset. So I'm gonna do a little mini potato reset starting Monday. So if any of you wanna join, we can support each other in the Potato Reset Facebook group. And yeah, and if you don't have the book, I'll link that down below. You don't have to have the book to do the reset. There's a lot of free resources online. I have recipes on my YouTube here. I'll link the playlist down below for the recipes. But if you've been wanting to get the book, but you know, I know right now things are very uncertain, and I don't want anybody to, you know, be financially strained to buy my book. So I can offer you the digital copy of it for a discount. So I'll just link the information down below. I haven't figured out the code yet, but by the time I upload this video, I will have the code and the discount for you all ready to go. And I'll keep that price on for the rest of May. And yeah, like I said, you don't need the book. You don't have to have the book to do the reset. It just helps. I'm also gonna link every resource I can think of that will help you right now if you wanna figure out what you need for groceries and stuff. Because I do have some batch prepping videos from before. So I will just get it all together down below, and then I'll see you this weekend when I'm batch prepping for my week, my little reset.